Time now for our new series, Wallet Worries. Many people are feeling financially uncertain as the White House's tariff plan plays out. Well, this morning, our chief business correspondent, Rebecca Jarvis, is going to show us how to tariff-proof your pantry. Good morning again.
Nice to see you again, Michael.
Yes, great to see you as always. And you know, these tariffs, they're on a rolling basis.
Yes.
You know, and so it brings uncertainty. So what does that mean for food costs?
Sure. So, Michael, I'm just curious. Do you look at food labels when you're at the supermarket?
Sometimes.
Sometimes you do. Okay, I'm impressed.
Because I'm only at the supermarket sometimes.
Well, when you look at those food labels, you're going to notice something. A lot of them have foreign countries on them.
Yeah.
About 15% of the food that we get here in the U.S. comes from foreign countries, but about half of what you see in the supermarket has something from a foreign country because it's not just the whole thing. Sometimes it's a little ingredient, sometimes it's the packaging. So those will all be impacted eventually by tariffs. And when you look at the total cost to groceries, the numbers crunched say about 2.6%, that we could see food costs go up about 2.6% if the tariffs are in place for the rest of this year. And then in addition to that, when you look especially at those fresh produce costs, those will go up by about 5.4% because they're perishable. So you can't stockpile those. They couldn't get ahead of the tariffs by stockpiling them at grocery stores. And
now we're talking about tariff proofing and tricking the tariffs. So how do we trick the tariffs and get ahead of it?
Okay, so it's important to know areas where you could actually put these things in your pantry and save them for a while and they would still be okay. So for example, we've got coffee right here. Most of our coffee comes from Brazil and Colombia. It's already $7.38 a pound, and that's because of issues surrounding climate and the growth of these beans. If you were to buy coffee now, you could save it in your freezer for up to 6 months. So you would you can save it in your freezer for up to 6 months, so you can really keep yourself safer in that way. Italian staples, okay? So we've got obviously olive oil here. You've got pasta. Those are an area because a lot of those things are coming from Italy. They're coming from foreign countries. You could see that increase as much as 10% with tariffs. So if you wanted to stock up on this, especially if you see it on sale at the grocery store, great idea to do that. Okay, you saw the tuna. We're talking canned tuna. Most of this is not coming from the United States. It's coming from China, Thailand, Vietnam. It also comes in an aluminum can, which has its own tariff. Aluminum does. So that can really send the price up. It can last for years. Years on your shelf. I think I still have one from about 2 years ago on my shelf right now. I keep it in the refrigerator, by the way, because I like to eat it cold. And then you've got sugar, Michael. Sugar comes from places like Mexico and Brazil. It can be stored for a long time. You can restock it now and keep it in your fridge too so the bugs don't get at it.
I think growing up, my mom had this pasta sitting on her counter for years. I don't know if it was any good, but she did. But there is some good news when it comes to food, though.
Yes, so there are some pre-existing trade agreements between Mexico and Canada, which means certain things are not going to be tariffed. And then it's an interesting side effect of the tariffs. China has looked like they might stop importing certain things from the U.S. Like pork, for example, that could send pork prices lower here in the United States. Not great for farmers, but for shoppers,
not great for farmers, it is.
It's a benefit.
All right, Rebecca, thank you as always.
Thanks,
keeping
Michael.
us on top of all this stuff.